Hey, we're back at the top again today on the road to Pokemon Sun and Moon. So close to the final week of week 44, but we are still starting week 42. But still, the games are just so close that we can taste them. We can almost taste the sun and the moon. Yo, I think that would actually hurt if we did that. But regardless, this is the weekly news recap from week 41 as we kick off week 42 with style. But if you did not see the trailer that dropped Thursday, I suggest that you do so, because that trailer was so mind-blowing, it just makes me want the game even more. Of course, I'm hoping that they don't end up treating this game like Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, where they kind of give away all the surprises before the game comes out. We are really getting ridiculously close to that point. So please, GameFreak, stop revealing everything. Just leave us some surprises. But I'm also here to let you know that there's probably going to be one more trailer minimum, because, okay, no spoilers here, but they left out another half of a certain thing. They revealed one thing, but they left out the other half. I'm not going to say what, because like I said, I'm not spoiling anything. So, like I said, no data mining here. No data mined information at all on this channel. But that's all I was going to say. And we still have Core to get to in November, so there's still going to be some more stuff that's going to be revealed before the game's released, so get hyped for that. Now, the things that I missed, we're going to go over from in chronological order. By the way, there is no demo events in the last week, so there's no reason to go over anything from the demo this week. But moving on, there was a Pokemon that was kind of leaked on the side of a TCG box art. Now, I didn't want to make a separate video for it because that would just seem very unnecessary and just view baiting. And I'm not here to view bait. I'm here to initiate discussion on Pokemon Sun and Moon, and eventually interaction once the games that are out. Now, it's this Pokemon right here. Now, I don't know what it is, but it obviously looks very water type-esque, because it looks like it's under the ocean. So I don't really know what type it is. Besides, it's at an angle, so it's very difficult to see what it is anyways. But still, it's very interesting to think of. There's obviously no names, because, I mean, even Cerebi lists it as question mark, so my guess, it's probably a water type. But that's all I know. That's all we know. And the other thing was, literally right after I had recorded the Road to Pokemon Sun and Moon news recap last week, the Pokenchi aired. And literally, there was a bunch of stuff in here that I wish I had talked about, because it would have fit in last week, but it literally just came right after. So, with that, in last week's Pokenchi episode in Japan, it showed a few minor bits of information that we should discuss about. I'm reading this off Cerebi, by the way. A special broadcast is aired on NicoNico for Pokemon Sun and Moon, and within this, it was a NicoNico stream. It didn't come off Pokenchi, but regardless, and within this, it showed some more gameplay footage early on. We'll update this as more details come. In it, a minor feature was showcased of shaking grass. As the trainer approached it, the Pokemon in the shaking grass ran up to him. True mechanics of this feature are unclear at this time. Now I'm going to stop with you there, because back in Generation 5, we used to have shaking grass. Of course, we used that to get experience off of Audinos, because basically those were experience punching bags that we used to level up our Pokemon, along with the Lucky Egg. I mean, that was kind of broken in my honest opinion. So I don't know what about this shaking grass is going to happen. Maybe it might be the new Dex Nav. If you remember the Dex Nav from Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, then that might actually help. I could actually see it replacing the Dex Nav. It does kind of affect it, because that was kind of like shaking grass, if I remember correctly. It was, even though you saw some of its tails, though. So that's my best guess. Here's another update. After capturing a new Pokemon, Rotom will give you the report of how complete your Pokedex is in terms of percentage. So now you don't even need to go to your Pokedex or go to your PC or talk to the professor to see how far along you are in the Pokedex. Now that is actually kind of convenient, but that's all I can really talk about. And the last update was the stream went on to Elima's trial, which requires you to look around for Alolan Rattata, which are hiding in parts of the cave. You get a Z Crystal for its completion. Now, I don't know what Z Crystal it is, but I'm assuming it could be a dark or a normal type Z Crystal for it. I don't know which order Elima's trial is, so I don't know how far along the game is when we get to that point. But the other key is that I need to say is it also confirmed that there are 7 trials. Now, if there were 8 trials, that'd be a little bit kind of deflating in my opinion, because it's like you replace the 8 gyms with 8 trials. But no, it's 7 trials, and which, I mean, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Of course, I don't know how that leads into the Pokemon League that we were promised in the last trailer, but it's still pretty hype that we now know there are 7 trials. We know, I believe, 6 trial leaders so far. We don't know that last trial leader. So that is pretty interesting. But with that, that will wrap up this week's weekly news recap for the Road to Pokemon Sun and Moon. We only have 2 of these left, so that's actually pretty exciting on how close we are. But if you enjoyed and are excited for Pokemon Sun and Moon being this close, go ahead and show some love to the like button by dropping a like from the top, because without your support, we cannot reach the top. And subscribe if you do not want to miss any of the remaining stops on the Road to Pokemon Sun and Moon, including the final destination. That sounds kind of disturbing, excuse me. The promised day of November 18th, 2016. 2016? 2016. But with that, I thank you for watching, and I hope to get you back at the top later on. Cause that is how you do what.
What are we at? Oliver Queen will save this city. Desi. Crash Coast.
You ever gonna doubt Daruma 7? Are you ever gonna doubt Daruma 7? Daruma 7 takes lives!